What's up everyone, Little Bat here, and today I want to present my Cyclic Warrior build breakdown for endgame once you're up in the 200 rifts. I really wanted to make this class pretty balanced. When it comes to the axe damage, on the demonstration here, the opening boss, you can see you can hit the million damage mark with this build, and also for trash mobs you're not going to have a problem at all. But the biggest bonus about this is the way you set up, especially if you are not running the max MP. You can basically spam out without any enemies whatsoever and maintain full Lightbringer and all your active buffs without ever having to change back to your subclass. You can also, when you are on a higher rank like this, as long as there's an enemy, whether it's just a single enemy or multiple, you'll be able to maintain your Lightbringer at all times, meaning that as long as you have the 400 Knight, especially with the flan or on your gear, you are purely invincible. You can never die. So yeah, this build is a lot of fun. It does take some work, but once you get it done, you can beat anything, defeat all enemies, boss rushes, and nothing can stand up to you because nothing can hurt you. So let's get into the affinities. As you can see here, I am pushing the Void Knight up because I have the Eyeball and I also have the Horse. Those two give you all that intellect, and they also have the Void Knight job, the Sage job, the Black Mage job, and the Mage. Three of those four jobs are very important for the way this works. For the Cyclic Knight, I also have it boosted up, but you only really need the 600. You want the 600 Dragoon because of the built-in Lancet effect, the Sovereign of the Skies for the Lightbringer speed boost, and the enemy weakness break damage stealth that you get from that job, and also the extra strength. The Summoner to at least 600. You're going to want that on here. I'm also, as you can see, getting the axe from the flan enemy. From the Iron Giant is my other monster out, so with him I'm getting the Paladin and the Cyclic up. 250 Berserker on here just for that protect and shell. It's also more strength and stamina. What you want to push is strength, stamina, and intellect on this guy. As you can see, my strength is really pretty high, but my stamina and intellect are both in the 500s. And I do have some spirit, and you are going to want that from these other classes that you're getting in order to get your MP return. Going down, you can see that I'm using the Yochi's bow. And this is where it can get a little interesting. If you don't have the Yochi's bow, you can use the Soul of Thasma, which is the Red Mage 400 for MP return. If you don't have either of those, instead of Barrage, you can use Lancet. So you could have on a totally different accessory, and you could throw Lancet on with your command abilities, and this build will still work. So you have three different options for your MP return with this setup. Now you can see right here I'm pushing the near death all the way up to 100%, the Lightbringer damage up to 100, and the Lightbringer break damage up, it's at 90%. But more importantly, you can see my Soul Shield MP recovery is over 100%, my Soul Burst is almost 100%, and with that one piece of Arcanist gear, that way when I'm spamming the Lightbringer ability, it's going to give everybody MP. I'm pushing Soul of Chaos as the top priority. And even though the axe is not maxed out at 200%, as you can see, I still hit 1,000,000 damage on Merilith with my final charge on the axe. My master points are very split out because once I hit that damage cap, I started backing off my strength a little bit and focusing more on my spirit and intellect for the trash mobs so that I could spam my Earthquake ability. That way it'll do really good damage, really good break damage, and get all that MP returned. And as you can see, the increased boost for the MP limit I have all the way up with 60 points in it. This will allow you, once you set up, unless the MP is maxed out on the Dragon Trials ranking, you will never have to switch back to your sub job. You can keep your buffs up on this class and run through dungeons with absolute ease. And like I said, you with that 400 Knight, you are completely invincible. So you don't have to worry about any damage while you're spamming your earthquake. Nothing's going to interrupt you because nothing can hurt you whatsoever. Even though the bars, you can see them drop down at first. When you first put out that magic attack, it comes just immediately right back up. That is because of the actual 400 Knight, the MP boost limit rate, and also the Red Mage can really help push that if it's more of a single for the boost limit. But as long as you're doing solid damage and you've got your intellect high, you won't need that anymore. And like I said, you can go with either the Yochi's bow or you could throw on Lancet to make sure you're actually getting your MP back. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of work to it. As far as getting your monsters leveled up, it's a big part of it, because all the time in the prior DLC, I spent a lot of time getting those guys up. The main stat that you want to stack that I would recommend as far as the summon gear goes on him is Ifrit. To me, Ifrit is best. It's solid strength, solid stamina, and also with some intellect. But I have my primary at the time right now with him as Leviathan, because you need that Leviathan. So I'd recommend stacking the Ifrit gear up. And if you do not have the Leviathan accessory for the color you're going for, I highly recommend having one piece of Leviathan gear on your guy and making that your primary. And then in time, if you either get the Leviathan accessory or the Ifrit accessory, you want to put that on and keep the other as your main that's on your gear. The Leviathan is what's going to help you maintain every soul burst, every soul shield, and while you're spamming that Lightbringer, activating those stats like that, as you can see right there, boom, I'm still full MP, I can refresh all my buffs, and I don't have to go back to my sub job anymore. Once you put it on, like I said, you're set and you're ready to go. And it's just absolutely a rocking class. It's also very universal and immortal. It's just crazy what the Cyclic can do damage wise with the axe, and then the AoE you can do on trash mobs. He might be, honestly, I love my swords, but I do, but the more time I put into this guy and the more I get involved with him, he's just an absolute beast as well, and very fun to play. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. If you have any questions about other approaches you can make with maybe some of the other Fendis, please let me know in the comments. Because like I said, there are different options, especially when it comes to accessory. How do you want to set this up? If you wanted to, you could substitute the Dragoon out for the 600 Red Mage on your gear, and then put on the Hermes sandals for just the Lightbringer speed boost as your accessory. So different options you could take on that, but more importantly, like I said, you do want that Lunatic, you do want that Lightbringer speed, and that haste that you're getting from the Void is really good. And also that Void Knight is helping to increase your MP recovery effects. That stacked with the Leviathan gear and making sure that you have your Soul Burst and your Soul Shield up to at least around that 100% mark. You can just spam out your Lightbringer on your own, either with your spell or just manually the command ability, and stay invincible during a fight. So thank you for stopping by. I hope this video helps you out. I will be coming on with more. I will be doing my updated White Mage build soon, and after that I will probably be doing the Hunter class. Have a great day and hope to see you on the next.